So I'm Nancy Otero. I'm one of the founding members of Portfolio School. I am a co-founder of a nonprofit in Mexico that is called Fab. I'm a design thinking enthusiast. I love research, and I have been doing a lot of research with Stanford University. And I'm Mexican, and I'm soon to be a mother. And so I'm going to talk a little bit about this adventure that was to start a new school, a little bit about like what do we do here, and how had that changed my perspective of education through these 2 years that we have been running. So, so when we start this school, we were tasked with this crazy idea about how can we reinvent education, and if we can design it with no constraints, what will it look like? So we try to design, of course, the space. We are a school that has no grades, so it doesn't matter if you're in first grade or second grade, you can just access different type of knowledge. We don't have a test, so we have different ways to assess where the kids are, and we don't think that a test represents knowledge. And we're a school that questions very deeply the relevance of the content. What are we learning, and what are we learning it for? What is the relevance of that? Very much in the light of Wagner or Debbie Perkins from Harvard Zero Project is the idea of like content needs to be relevant and kids need to be able to apply it immediately. So I'm going to talk about the first project that we did when we opened the school. That is this artifact that is an ice cream machine. And this artifact has different pieces. It has a motor that is soldered to a switch and a power supply. It has pieces that are being laser cut and some pieces that has been like glued with acrylic cement. All the circuitry has been soldered, and some of the pieces has been designed by the kids to improve the user experience of the ice cream machine. And through this project, everyone at the school, from kindergarten to 4th grade, learn how to do many different things, from like understanding how circuits work, what is positive and negative, to start getting like the idea of like why ice was relevant, how humans get to domesticate it, and how that changed and play an important piece of the Industrial Revolution. We bring humanities through that. We bring Frederick Tudor, that was one of the persons that started having this crazy idea about selling ice to the Caribbeans and trying to convince them to buy ice. And one of the resources that he used was ice cream, actually. So ice cream has a relevance historically, and we wanted our kids to also start thinking about what are these innovating pieces. So every child created their own ice cream flavor, and then we invite all the families to share those ice cream flavors. And for some of the students that were a little bit older, and by older I mean 7 years old and older, we asked them to, test the ice cream machine several times and see if they can improve it. And prototype some pieces that will make the ice cream machine experience much better. And they use a laser cutter and CorelDRAW to design these pieces. And there was tons of geometry involved. By example, they have to measure the diameter of the bucket. They have to think about how thickness will play. This piece in particular is if you are doing the ice cream machine and you want to get the inside, that is the ice cream, out. You have to move the motor, and you can put it somewhere here. So there was a lot of tinkering play here, and this particular piece was designed by a 7-year-old girl. And I remember the first time that I get to experience what these kids were able to do in an environment that is set up for them to explore, but also formalize that knowledge and apply it immediately to a project that is meaningful for them. I was just amazed. And I started thinking okay, if these kids can do this at 7-year-old, what are they going to be able to do in 5 or 10 years when we provide them with the technology and the environment for them to follow their own ideas and make them tangible. So I can't wait to see what this generation of thinkers is going to be able to do.